We live in an ever-growing online world. Most everyone is now using the internet. We love our computers, our mobiles, and handheld Wi-Fi devices. But so do criminals and conmen. Because of the increasing dangers of an online world, we have put together a short list of internet scams and dangers associated with them. So in no particular order, and with no restraint on time, here are 7 common internet scams. Please do not be fooled. Nigerian 419 is probably the most well-known online scam today. You get a message that you can earn, buy, move, or transfer funds to your account from some rich dude somewhere in Nigeria. We all know this is a scam. And while it is well known, it is not gone. As evident from the picture above, the attempts have gotten pretty sophisticated. Phishing is probably the most common method of scamming today. Practiced mainly through sending emails disguised as trusted sources, scammers attempt to gain a victim's confidence, and then follow it by asking for personal or financial information. Most reputable financial institutions and/or vendors will never ask for this personal information through an email. Normally, this information is only obtained once you contact the vendor. 99% of the time, someone asks you for information through an email, it's a scammer, and they should be reported. How to spot a phishing attempt. In the example above, we've highlighted a few things that stick out in a phishing attempt. Number 1, this email has improper spelling and/or grammar. It's a key giveaway that this did not come from a legal department. Number 2, the request was for personal or sensitive information, and as we've discussed, these institutions will not ask for information through an email. Number 3, the email may say you've won a contest or won a prize for something you have not entered. And lastly, oftentimes they will ask you to send money or a credit card to cover some kind of financial expense. Oftentimes, these attempts will not be addressed to you personally, but will have a cover on it like Dear Customer or Dear Client. These are obviously fake attempts designed to gain your confidence. Our next topic is scareware. Scareware is an attempt by a scammer to scare a victim into buying fake protection, malicious software, or into divulging sensitive information. Scareware can come in many shapes and colors. Often, scareware looks like a legitimate antivirus pop-up or a pop-up from a reliable vendor. Oftentimes, you can find minor inconsistencies when compared to a real product from a source such as Microsoft. Often, scareware will use minor tricks to keep a victim from being able to turn off or disable a scareware pop-up. Scareware normally comes in one of 2 sources. It can come bundled in software that you get from a reputable vendor, or it can come through a web browser in the form of a pop-up. Web-based scareware will have an audio voice telling you something like Microsoft has locked your account. Do not trust this audio. Here is another example of scareware. As you can see, cell phones and mobile devices are not immune. While these scareware attempts are a bit cruder than on a traditional desktop, they are becoming more sophisticated in terms of graphics and content. Do not trust attempts with strange or unusually long URLs, fake antivirus. Similar to scareware, and oftentimes the result of a successful scareware attack, fake antivirus can look legitimate. Though often disguised to look as a reputable antivirus program, there are often minor inconsistencies that will give it away. One of these such inconsistencies is the pay to remove feature. This feature shows up after you have scanned your computer with fake antivirus. It'll pop up a list of threats to your computer and then ask you to pay to remove these threats. In contrast, reputable companies charge a subscription for antivirus definitions. Just like scareware, fake antivirus will change with the market trends and can be updated with a modern look and graphics in an attempt to gain a victim's confidence. Fake antivirus software will often install screen capture software, key logging software, and track your internet browsing habits in an attempt to gain financial or personal information. Like scareware, fake antivirus is not bound to desktops. This software, for example, can be installed on mobile devices as well. Facebook phishing scam. How it works. Users receive an inbox message saying they've been mentioned in a comment or a notification. Scammers send messages to trick victims into clicking malicious links. Clicking the link, the victim will download a Trojan horse as well as other malicious content. Once victims log into Facebook through the infected browser, scammers can capture their login credentials. The dangers. Social media scams like these collect Facebook credentials with the purpose of taking over accounts. Once accounts have been hijacked, scammers are able to change profile settings, steal personal information, and spread the malicious software to other users through the hacked profile. Instagram fake advertising deal. How it works. Scammers send direct messages to victims with advertising deals that seem too good to be true. Scammers convince users to pay through PayPal for ads they will never appear on a pages. Scammers can also convince users to make transactions through PayPal's Friends and Family option. After payment, criminals will refuse to honor the deal. The dangers. Transactions carried out through the Friends and Family option are not protected by PayPal, as opposed to those that are made through the Pay for Goods and Services option. Scammers convince victims to pay through the Friends and Family option because the victims will not be able to file a claim about the fraudulent transaction afterwards. As always, this is a deal that is too good to be true. If you have become a victim of an online scam or have any other computer-related problems, please do not hesitate to call eSource for professional guidance or technical support. This video has been brought to you by eSource. eSource is your source for all your technical needs. Please visit us at esourceinc.net. I hope you found this video informative, and if you liked it, please hit the like button and leave us a comment below, and thank you for watching.